We've learned from neuroscientists that when your customers decide, they don't use one brain, they actually use 3 brains. So this is a little model here, and here is what happens inside the brain of your customers when they make a buying decision. The first thing they do is they use their neocortex. And the job of the neocortex is to give you your rational thinking about that decision. So before you decide, you say, what do I think about the decision? In fact, that's the reason why we're called Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens in Latin means the ones who think. Why? Because we think more than any other species on Earth. But guess what? The neocortex is just a decision influencer. It is not the decision maker. It has a vote, but it is not the one that makes the ultimate decision. The second brain that we use when we decide is located here in what's called the middle brain. And the job of the middle brain is to give you your gut feeling. In other words, first you go, what do I think about the decision? And then you go, how do I feel about the decision? But the middle brain is also only a decision influencer. Neuroscientists have demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that whenever you decide, whenever one of your customers decide, we always use that section of the brain here which is called the reptilian brain. So this brain has many names actually. People call it the first brain, sometimes people call it the old brain, sometimes people miscall it the limbic system. It doesn't matter what you call it. What matters is that we use the most ancient part of our brain to make all our decisions. There is a good news and there is a bad news. The bad news is we decide at the level of a crocodile. Why? Because the reptilian brain, as its name indicates, is a brain that we share in common with all reptiles. But what's truly remarkable is that if you think of those 3 brains, the rational brain, the emotional brain, and the instinctual brain, what's really amazing is that although we live in the 21st century, we human beings still use our reptilian brain more than we use our neocortex to really trigger decisions. So what we have done at SalesBrain and what we are excited about teaching to people is we are teaching people a process to truly understand what happens at the level of the reptilian brain. So not only do we learn about how people use the reptilian brain, but we found a way to create messages, to create marketing strategies that will have a very strong impact on the reptilian brain. So I hope you'll join us on our journey to learn about those 3 brains and how you can build a better sales and marketing strategy.